Hi young carers, my name is Charlotte. I'm a clinical psychologist and I've worked with young people from all different types of backgrounds in mental health settings and also in schools. I'm really interested in what makes young people resilient and essentially what helps them overcome the obstacles and adversities that life throws at all of us. The activity I'm going to talk you through in a minute is specifically designed to help boost resilience, so I hope it's going to be useful. I've heard a lot about the work that you guys have been doing, and I've also had the opportunity to work with young people who also are carers, either for family members or parents. I have some idea of the incredibly special but also challenging and at times very intense role that it can be. So I wanted to share this activity with you guys to help hopefully boost a bit of that resilience and to give you something to help if you have a bad day. So the activity that I want to talk to you about right now is building your own emotional first aid kit or toolbox so that you can use it when you need it. If you've had a bad day or something unpleasant has happened, you just need a bit of cheering up. So you can start with a shoebox like I've done, or a bag or a tin or anything else that you want to use, anything that's special to you. But yeah, I've just used a shoebox and I've wrapped it in some particularly uplifting wrapping paper that has flamingos and suns and palm trees on it, because those are the kind of things that cheer me up. But you can decorate yours in any way you like. I've had people use newspaper cuttings, magazines, drawings, paintings, fabric, whatever you like. It's your kit, so you decorate it in the way you want. So inside you put a selection of things that are going to speak to all of your five senses. And the reason we talk about the five senses is that research has shown that when we're feeling really stressed or uptight or angry or upset or emotional, the brain gets into one system and it kind of stays there and it keeps thinking about that upset and it keeps thinking about that stress. And research has shown that if you deliberately do something for one of the five senses, so smell, hear something you like, it helps your brain get out of that place and into a better place where it can start thinking differently about a situation or calming down and just generally feeling better. So that's why we use the five senses. So the idea is that over the next day or couple of days, spend time collecting things that you can put in your kit that you know are going to cheer you up and make you feel a bit better when you need it. So we'll think about the five senses together. I'll just use the example of what I've put in my kit to show you, but they're really no right or wrong here. You can put in whatever you want to put in. Just bear in mind that you don't want to put things in that are going to go off, and you're not going to want things that you need every day. This is just a kind of go-to box when you need. Okay, so I'm just going to talk you through what I put in my kit, just as examples, but as I said, these are just ideas and I hope they spark off ideas for you to think about what you'd like to put in your kit. So things to look at, I've got a really kitsch snow globe of a prince frog, or frog prince. It's just really nice to shake it around and have a look at it, to take my mind off things or just to help me calm down. Snow globes are really good for that. Also kind of a reminder that good things can happen when you don't expect them to. So that's in there. I've got my favourite book, a very old battered copy, but that's something I could just do for half an hour just to take my mind off things. It's also quite a nice story about overcoming adversity in difficult times, so that helps. I've got a thank you card from a patient, which is really sweet. I've got cards from my best friends with lovely messages, and I've got an image of a beautiful beach. It's something to look at and something to think about that always cheers me up. I love the beach. So that's vision. Under touch and texture, I've actually got a pair of cozy socks. It's just a kind of reminder to get cozy, to get comfortable, especially if you've had a rough time or a rough day. It's so important that you look after yourself and just have a break, have a rest. So these cozy socks are about being warm, about being comfortable, and about just having some time out. I've also got a shell Pebbles are a really good one, or stress balls, stones. People love having them in their box. This obviously reminds me of the beach, which is why I love it, but it's just a lovely kind of smooth shell on one side, rough on the other. And again, it's just about taking your mind off it and just having something to play with in your hands, to calm down, to think about, and to bring back happy memories. What else? Okay, so coming on to think about what you're going to listen to. Most people put playlists on their phone or their computer, and I recommend that you take the time to make a specific playlist and give it a name that you're going to remember. Put that on a piece of paper in your kit so that when you need to, you know that you've got a playlist specifically set up for this purpose. You can have more than one. You can have an angry one, you can have a sad one, you can have a just calming one, but having them set up ready to go can be really helpful. The other thing that's really useful is to have the names and numbers of at least 2 people that you can call and speak to. Even if you can't call them, you can message them, but agreeing with them beforehand, and you might be that person for someone else too, but knowing that at these really challenging times, you've got at least 2 people that you can try to speak to in that moment, and so their names and numbers can be on a piece of paper in your kit. Some people also put a guitar pick in there. They have drumsticks, just as a reminder to go and take it out on some drums, whether that's at school or at home. Anything that you find takes your mind off it or you enjoy slightly that you can listen to is really important. Another thing that people do is they download an app that has ocean sounds or bird song or forest sounds or even just white noise, just something you can listen to plug in and just get away from the situation for a little bit. So that's listening. Then thinking about smell, which is a very powerful one for the brain, and you can have scented candles, you can have incense sticks. I know people put the lids of fabric conditioner bottles in their kit because actually it smells amazing. It's a very clean, calm smell. I've got some essential oil. It's lavender, surprise, surprise, but it smells amazing. And I love that smell and I find that really calming. I've also got like a lavender pouch for the same reason, so that's really nice. Then thinking about taste, I've just got my favourite chocolate bar in there. You can put tea, you can put coffee, people put their favourite herbs and spices. I've actually got herbal tea in there, that's a nice one. So anything that is going to make you feel good. Some people put recipes for taste, so like a really easy cookie recipe that they can go off and cook and that cheers them up. Or they put their favourite takeaway menu in there so they know that as a treat they can maybe get takeaway sometimes. Or the menu for their favourite meal. So that will be like a starter, main and dessert that they're going to make. So those are just some examples, hopefully just some ideas of things you can put in your kit. But it's completely up to you, and the kind of more sublime and ridiculous the better.